AI has made it so that we are able to replicate ourselves so quickly and so fast over a variety of platforms. It's no longer just ChatGPT writing like us, but we are now able to create entire AI clones. We can create video and voice clones of ourselves that allow us to put out content so much faster and easier because it looks and sounds almost exactly like us. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use 3 tools in order to create an AI video clone of yourself for creating more content for YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So let's get started. The first tool you're going to need is Heygen. So this is a video creation tool. Now, Heygen is enough to create videos on its own without using anything else. You can see here it has AI voices, it has avatars, things like that. But we're not going to use Heygen on its own. What we're going to do is we're going to use Heygen for our video creation. We're going to use 11 Labs for our voice creation, and we're going to use ChatGPT for our script creation, so that we're able to create a video that looks like us, a voice that sounds like us, and words that are designed to be the way we would talk. So when we go into Heygen, the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to create an avatar. Now, I have already created an avatar. Please ignore that picture. But what you'll do is you'll go create an avatar. I'll open mine up. And the first thing that has you do is upload a video. So I have a video here. I have another one that they are convinced is not me. But we're going to upload a third video now so that I have a variety of looks. So to add a video for the first time, to upload a new look, we'll create upload look. And then it's just a drag or drop files. So what we will do is I'm going to go to my videos and find the new one that I want to use. And so the big thing here is your video has to be at least 30 seconds, but less than 300 seconds long. So I found a video and I clipped it down so it was less than 5 minutes. So that way I know it's less than 300 seconds. And then you have to confirm it meets the requirements. So my face is visible, I am looking at the camera, there are pauses for the most part, and the environment is well lit and quiet. I also want to keep the ambient sounds, although, again, not as important because we're going to be using a different audio. So we're going to say my footage looks good, and it's going to process. Now, this is going to take a while to process. So while that is processing our video, we're going to head over to 11 Labs and we're going to start creating our AI voice clone. So let's move over there. 11 Labs is designed to create realistic sounding voices. So you'll see here when we go into the home, I can start creating audiobooks, podcasts, things like that. Under voices, they have an entire library of voices, and we could use any of these for anything we want. But what I want to do is I want to create a clone of my voice. Now you'll see I have 2 clones here. We're going to create a new one. So under add a new voice, you have a few options. So the first one is voice design, where you just create a text prompt telling it how you want the voice to sound. We're not going to do that because, again, we want to take our voice and get our voice on these videos sounding as realistic as possible. The next choice, and this is one that's available on the free package, is the instant voice clone. And this is where we only need 10 seconds to, I think, 30 seconds of audio, and we'll upload an audio of us talking and create an instant voice clone. Now, these are a bit lower quality. They're not quite there with the voice, but on the free package, it's pretty good. It gets you close enough that people are like, oh, that kind of sounds like Stephanie or whoever. The third option is the professional voice clone. This requires at least 30 minutes of audio and takes a really long time to build. Now, I've already created a professional voice clone. However, I realized that the audio I used, I don't like. I was doing a presentation, I was talking very fast, and so my professional voice clone sounds very fast. So I am going to redo that one, but not for this video, because I want this video to highlight how we can do all of this for free. So we're going to do an instant voice clone. Now to do this voice clone, so we'll do Stephanie instant 2. And so to do this, we can either upload an audio or we can record an audio. So I'm going to go ahead and record an audio here, but we can upload some more as well. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to talk to this recording for a little bit, see what it gets and how it would sound for my voice. You can see down there, you can also describe your voice. You don't have to do that, but occasionally what I would do is in there, I'd put a younger, middle-aged woman who is energetic and upbeat, just to try and give it a little more context on how I would like myself to sound in videos, so that even if I'm having an off day, my videos are still sounding the way I would want them. See? Okay. So now we can upload another audio. And what I'm going to do then is I am going to go into my my Zoom folders, because on a lot of my videos by myself, there are audio files. So we can just take a listen to what I've got there. So I'm going to upload my audio here and it's going to process. Now this one was 7 minutes. It was a little long, but at least now it gives me 2 things. So now I'm going to add my description. Younger, middle-aged woman with an energetic and upbeat voice. There we go. And then this is all me, so we can add it. And so it's going to start creating my second instant voice. So it's pretty easy. You can add a bunch more samples. So you can see you can add up to 25 samples to really hone this in. The professional one, if we take dead of dark midnight. If we take a look at this, so the reason I want to redo this one is because it only has a duration of 1700 seconds. So I need more time. So what I'm probably going to do is, you can't just like edit it by adding more. I'm probably going to delete the voice and redo my professional voice clone so it sounds a little closer, because let's just take a listen. The dreadful dead of dark midnight. It was okay, but it probably could be better. So now we have this voice all set to go. So next we're going to go into ChatGPT and we are going to create our script that sounds like us. So what I've done here is I am telling ChatGPT what I want. So I wanted to act like an AI version of myself. And so to do this, it has to understand how to talk and write like me. So I uploaded a transcript of myself speaking. So not an audio file, because ChatGPT can't interpret that internally, but a transcript so it sees the kind of words that I use, even if it doesn't get the tone. I then asked it to analyze my speaking style. So here it did an analysis of my speaking style, and apparently I am mildly humorous. So yay for that. But then highlight how I go about telling stories or recording videos. So I said I want it to keep this in mind whenever I ask it to create a script for a video. And so now I wanted it to create a script for an 8 to 10 minute YouTube video on how to create a product listing on Etsy, leveraging Etsy's SEO. Now, here's the thing. You can ask ChatGPT to create a script for a certain amount of time, and it is never going to create a script that takes that much time. It has a really hard time conceptualizing how many words you need to talk for 8 to 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. So I got this script, and it ends up only being about 2 pages long. So you see, this is where the closing portion of it is. This is like a 2-minute, 3-minute long video. But it is in my tone. So this is me. These are the kind of words I would use. It was the way I would sound. And so we'll go ahead and use this script. Now I tried to get it to get rid of the prompts or guidance, and then it just stopped sounding like me, right? Like I'm not going to say, hey there. However, we could use it. Nope, don't want to switch model. I mean, we can tell this to like regenerate if I wanted. I think. But anyway, so what I did is I took the original one and I put it into a Google Doc, and then I just deleted the prompts because we're just going to be copying and pasting this anyway. And so what we'll do then is we are going to next tie all 3 of these programs together to create our first AI clone video. We are now set in Heygen. One thing I want to highlight, I put this new video in, but I had like a watermark from the software I used. That unfortunately is going to end up staying when I create the new video. There's no way to get rid of it. And so that's going to make this video unusable just because I'm not going to be talking about ICAs. It's going to be a completely different subject. But for the purposes of this, it was a video where I thought I looked okay. I thought I sounded okay. And I think it's going to be a good enough fit. So what we're going to do, before we can do that, we want to go into our AI voices. And we want to integrate a third-party voice. So we're not going to integrations. We're going to AI voice and then integrate third-party voice. Now, I've already imported a voice with 11 Labs. All you're going to do is you're going to get the API key. So if you go to 11 Labs, go down here and just go to API keys and create one. Super easy. So you'll paste that in there, and then it will bring up all the voices that you could import. So we're going to import Stephanie Instant, and then my professional clone. So you'll see all three of them have been imported now. So I have my personal voice in here, and I have my new video here. So now we are going to create a video. So I'm going to create an avatar video. This is, using myself as a base. And we're going to create a landscape video because I'm going to be putting it on YouTube. So we're going to go into me and we're going to select which video source we want. Awesome. Next, we're going to create my script. Now, in order to do that, I need to start pasting into here. And so we are going to just copy and paste from my Google Doc with the script that ChatGPT gave me. So each section of your script has a character limit of 2,000. So what I do is I'll usually just take sections of my script here, that the way that it was already set up, and paste them in. Because I want to make sure I don't make it run over. I don't want to have to start like clipping around things. So here we go. So let's paste this last script in. Okay. Next, we want to choose the voice. So it's choosing my voice from this video right now, which would be okay, but it still doesn't sound great. So we're going to go to My Voices, and we are going to find, we're going to go with Stephanie Instant 2, the one we just uploaded. And we want to make sure we do that for every section in the script. Otherwise, you'll choose one section and your voice will change for that, and you'll forget to change it for the other ones, and then it's going to have this really ridiculous transition. So we're gonna put this voice in, and now we're gonna hit play and listen to the updated audio once it loads, which will take a minute. Now, as that's loading, you can see you can get tips for script writing. You can upload a script directly, so I could have uploaded my Google Doc. You can also use their ChatGPT.
I feel like your Etsy listings are just disappearing into the void. You put in the work, you take the photos, write the description, and then crickets. No sales, no traffic, nada.
Okay, so that's not too bad. It sounds pretty close to me, but it's very low energy. But again, it could be based on the videos I uploaded. And when you do the professional version, you get a lot more of that nuance. It sounds a lot more like you. But we have this voice that sounds pretty close to me. You can also use their like internal GPT scriptwriter. I don't like to use that because I can't train it to sound like me first. But once that is done, what you'll do is you'll head over up here. You can preview it, but it doesn't show you anything moving, or you can hit submit. And so this is actually going to process the video. Now, this is like a 10-minute long process. This is not quick, but we can go ahead and hit submit. The other thing is you can go through, you can do some text overlay on the video. You can add elements to the video. So if you wanted to do like a little sticker here for like, yeah, YouTube, you could do that. Pop it in at the end, things like that. You could put frames on it. You could do B-roll, so you could add some B-roll video in there. We're just going to do a straight video this time because that's how most of my YouTube videos are. Or you can upload your own assets for this. You can even do a screen recording, have your AI voice come in and read a script, so it's a completely faceless video. So there's a lot of options here. So we're going to hit submit. We're going to rename it AI Clone Tutorial. my videos, and we're gonna turn off the watermark. Why? Because there's already a hot mess going on down there. So we're gonna hit submit. So now this is gonna take a while. So why don't we come back when this is done and check out the final video. Now, this took about 10 minutes to process, but you can see the script only got us about a minute and a half. I think it cut off at some point, so obviously we could go back in and edit it and redo it. But let's take a look at what we've got.
Ever feel like your Etsy listings are just disappearing into the void? You put in the work, you take the photos, write the description, and then crickets. No sales, no traffic, nada. Well, today we're fixing.
Okay, so the movement is a little weird. You can tell my mouth is not like a natural way, like my teeth are really close to my lips the whole time. But it's not bad. So let's just take a look towards the end here.
Think materials, styles, occasions. Optimize your categories and attributes. Etsy uses these to categorize your items, so choose as many as apply. Think of SEO.
I don't know where this hand thing came from. That's something they kind of put in there. I don't think I did this in the original video. So overall, it's not bad, but it definitely cut off after my second like piece of script. But this shows you how you can take an older video of yourself. You can create a script that sounds like you, create a voice that sounds like you, and a video that looks like you, and build out content without having to put on makeup, brush your hair, get ready for the day. And this makes it easy to then start creating YouTube videos at a much higher rate because even though ChatGPT created the script, I still went through and read it and verified it, made sure that it's something I would say and recommend. And it is my words, it is my video. So if you are interested in learning how to use more AI tools like this, definitely click the link that goes along with the video here. And if you're interested in more in-depth trainings where I show you how to use the pro or paid levels of these kinds of tools to really step up your game on using AI in your business, then join me in the AI Driven Makers resource library at aidrivenmakers.com. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe below.